Yo everybody, it's Heat Override and I'm back, ready to do another Bring the Pain for you this week. Got Mini Override back on. You know how we do it. This episode's called Battlefront of the Clones That Wrestle for a reason. Hint, hint, that's what we're going to be talking about. So without further ado, let's get to it. Ooh, yeah!
And I'm coming on back to you.
What's up, Minnie?
Hello.
How was school today?
It was good.
That is awesome. Bring the pain! So, with that being said, she's all done, got her homework done. She thought she was going to get something else for homework. That didn't happen. How'd that make you feel?
Surprised, because I thought she said we were going to get homework, and then it hasn't even came in there yet.
Yeah? It happens.
What?
So, this episode we're going to be talking about a little bit about the WWE. We're going to bring that up first and get it out the way, and then we're going to talk about the Battlefront 2 updates, and then a little bit of Clone Wars. I'll probably put in the Clone Wars talk with Palps being a clone, since that was just recently released like the last few days.
I seen that on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was like
That was a clone. It's like, I don't care. Like, but we'll get to that. And then we're gonna end it with the Battlefront 2. We're gonna teach y'all how to be a better gamer. We're gonna bring up some ideas and strategies that maybe that you should use. And then after this, we're gonna go live on YouTube and bring the pain on Battlefront 2.
Hell yeah!
So anyway, let's talk about the WWE. We're gonna start it right off. Number one topic: Bill Goldberg beating The Fiend. How did you feel about that, Minnie?
I knew it was going to happen. It would make sense.
Oh, does it? It doesn't make sense to anybody else. There's no reason The Fiend should be losing to a Goldberg that just came back.
He been wrestling longer than him, and it made sense.
Okay, I guess what?
What?
Mini Override just apparently likes the Bill Goldberg win. You don't like Bray Wyatt anyway, do you? No. The Fiend.
Ooh, yeah!
Huh?
I used to like the old one, and then now he's just choking everyone.
Yeah, so maybe they're setting up something for WrestleMania, which, WrestleMania is going to be really good. Overall, did you like Showdown? Did you like Roman Reigns winning? Did you?
Yeah.
How did you feel about the rest of the show? Pretty good?
Yeah.
That's cool. We're not going to go into depth. It's already happened. Everybody else already covered it over the weekend. I do wrestling talk, but I will only cover we'll do a WrestleMania. So stay tuned for WrestleMania. Bring the pain. We're going to see if we can get something special for all of you.
Hell yeah!
But, I caught the last end of Showdown. I was just getting home from work. It was a long day. Stupid stuff happened. Wind broke my door on my work truck. So that led to a long day. Yeah. But I came home and I watched it, and it was good. It was fun to watch. Just like this Thursday, that's like the only day none of us have anything to do at nighttime. I can't wait. So, that being said, yeah, WrestleMania is looking good, though. I mean, I'm ready for it. It's that time of the year. I've got the next day off.
Hell yeah!
So that's how we're going to do it. And without further ado, let's just move along now and get right into the Palpatine being a clone. What did you think about that when you read that?
Read what?
That Palpatine was a clone.
I was like, that doesn't make sense. I didn't believe it.
I just, I guess it makes sense because he was already really old, and if he had lived those extra 25 plus years, I mean, he'd be like 100. But he had so much force energy going through him.
Yeah, I didn't believe it because he just shocked everyone.
Yeah, and apparently the Sith acolytes, whatever you want to call them, probably played a big part in this. And there's rumor that the next film is going to be on Exegol, which is, where this all took place at. So, where does that make you think?
I think
You know. You don't think, do you?
No.
What you should have thought about. Give you a little bit of a podcasting advice here, Lady Punts. Yeah, put the baby down.
Bring the pain!
A lot of people want to see Kylo Ren again. They want to see Ben Solo. It doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately.
Brother!
But maybe we get what happened on Exegol during this time of the other movies so that we can fill in the gaps. Maybe a little backstory with Snoke coming back. That would be really cool.
We've seen him in the clone thing.
Yeah. We've seen the extra clone things. And maybe that's who tended to bringing Palpatine back. And then eventually at some point Palpatine just took over. But my thing with the whole Palpatine is a clone thing is that with Starkiller, they were never full clones. And there's still a lot of people that think Starkiller was a clone himself. I don't believe it because he remembered everybody from his past. So, that being said, if he can remember, he was real. And that's what... So how did this Palpatine retain all of his memory? Okay, I get the whole power thing. He took over another body. I get it. He jumped to a body. That's not impossible. But the hatred too. Like, so the mind jumps, but the hatred comes too, I guess. But how do you... Like, you think you go into a new body and you're like, hey, I'm kind of cool in here. Why do I want to do this? But you're just still evil. Like, I get the whole clone thing, but what I don't get is why expose it now? Why not just add 10 minutes to the movie and explain this theory? Why did they have to wait for so long? What do you think?
They could have, yeah, as you said, they could have had said it like when the movie came out.
Yeah.
Not waited so long. Then now everyone is just mad because...
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Because now they...
Well, they have confirmation.
Yeah.
They know it's real. They know it's a clone now. But
Yeah.
to me, I don't really care.
Yeah, but everyone now, they're questioning, how did he get the electricity?
Well, I think they're going to say that he transferred bodies and that when he went into the whole new body that he was able to retain his hate, his memory, and his powers. But that comes back to midichlorians and the whole theory about where Anakin, when becoming Darth Vader, was actually weaker because he had his limbs severed. And because his limbs were severed, that took away some of the midichlorians that he was provided. So ultimately, Anakin, before being severed by Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith,
Brother!
is supposed to, like, how do you just, so are you manipulating the midichlorians? Are you the midichlorians at this point? Because you're talking about like a soul that would transfer into another body. And this has been done in movies, but at the same time, I also want to come back to how do you still write that off and just produce it? Because when Palpatine came back, he did that force shock into space and blew up pretty much took out all those Star Destroyers, and it just, everybody got shocked at the end when he went up his Space Nova shock thing.
Bring the pain!
It was more powerful. If he would have hit Luke with that, he would have killed Luke. No, he just did the little electric, and all that good stuff. But to me, how are you more powerful? Like, okay, so you come back, you're more powerful, you relearn things, you become stronger. I get that, but the way Luke did it was Luke did a lot of it through training and meditation, and of course finding secrets and going on hunts and everything. Like, he did what he had to do to become more powerful. But again, the whole clone theory, hey, whatevs. But to me, it doesn't make a difference to me.
You can't die and they become more powerful.
Yeah. I think that if you die and come back, some form of you is taken. Like, and maybe that's why they said he didn't have full fingers until he did that force drain. But I mean, to me, that's fine. That's still fine. So then that would have made him. But there's a lot of holes that are probably never. At least I think there's holes that will never be solved. And I think that these holes are, again, Palpatine doing what he does, and just being this overly hating being. But then I think the midichlorians are souls. And that's what I think is it in the end. That's what happened with Palps. And they want to make it like there are all these cool little things in here and he's coming back. Well, that's just Abeloth at this point. So, that's how I look at it. That's how it is. You're just a being. You're powerful. Not sure. But, to me, okay. What? What do you think?
It doesn't make sense, kind of.
Yeah, especially, I guess it would make sense if all those clones in Force Unleashed would have been just as strong, but they were all incomplete. They could never be. And that's why I said the whole death thing, like what you brought up, the death thing and becoming weaker, not stronger, but then he was stronger. So, yeah, that's some crazy stuff right there.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah!
What?
Maybe they powered a bunch of energy into him while he was still processing?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Must have put an antenna in his stomach so he could amplify shit. What? So, yeah, let's talk about Clone Wars. We got some Anakin. Mm-hmm. We got Rex. We got the Bad Batch. And Rex found his guy at the end. Spoiler alert!
Hell yeah!
Cover your ears.
Fast forward if you don't want to hear. So, he finds his boy. All hooked up to machines and a little incubator thing. See, that just shows right there what the whole Emperor thing, going back to the Emperor, was always about testing and cloning and just bodies and back to tanks. Like, Vader was always in 1, 2. Yeah, but, I love this episode. It was great to see Anakin. It was funny to see Obi-Wan, his little comment to Anakin, when he was like, I hope you told Padme I said hello. He had to say hello, even if he didn't say hello. But, I mean, that's where kind of like Anakin was kind of a punk. So you could kind of see it. You can kind of see right there, like, that's what this is leading up to, is where Anakin kind of brushed him off, but he kind of just left it at that. But maybe that was it. He knew he was onto him. But still doesn't make right what he did. Should have stayed at the Jedi Temple and let Mace Windu bring down the Emperor, and we wouldn't be talking about these stupid clone things.
Hell yeah!
So yeah, it was a great episode. I look forward to this episode this Friday. It's going to be completely awesome. We'll talk more about that next Tuesday, most likely. Maybe not. You guys can catch us when we do that. So let's move along. I think Clone Wars, again, covered on other podcasts. We don't need to talk about that. Before I jump off of Star Wars and go into the video game, I do want to throw a shout out to @FlyingCasualPod on Twitter and @RebelScumCast on Twitter. Both are great podcasts about Star Wars. We all tend to
bring the pain!
Also, you can find Flying Casual on their Facebook. They have a great forum there. Everybody's really cool. Nobody argues at all. Everybody's straight up civil as shit.
Hell yeah!
So check them out. Support them as well. Ooh, yeah! So let's move along. Battlefront 2 updates. Update, new guns. How's this been for you?
It has been really fun.
Okay.
I've been getting a lot of kills in co-op. Or, co-op. And when I wake up in, Saturdays or Sundays, I would just go play it, and I've been getting levels, and stuff, and then I would also be getting new guns. I got one new gun, and then there's this one time I was at ATST. We have ATSTs now, and I got like level 10 with it, and it was a level 3.
Yeah, the triple experience, I think it goes till tomorrow. So we're going to take advantage of that tonight. After this podcast, give us a few minutes. We're going to go live. I'll put the audio on. Not going to say I'll do the audio right away, but do stay tuned for that. Or tune into that on my YouTube page. I tried Twitch. I just like YouTube a little more. It's easier.
Because people get to watch it again.
Yeah, and it saves. I don't know what's going on with my Twitch. Whatever. I can figure that out another time. Right now, we got everything on YouTube that we need, so just stick with it.
Oh, yeah!
But yeah, so we got new guns, like she mentioned, new updates, new all these things. We've been getting all these new, other guns that we've been using for, our specialists and stuff. We got the triple shot right there, the burst shot, I should say. So now I'm really excited about that. At the same time, I'm also, pretty excited about all the other updates that they made. So if you want to follow all the updates, go follow at Ben Walk with an E at the end of Walk. He's part of the EA development team that does that. And he usually talks a lot about the updates. Sorry about that. And a lot of other things.
Yeah, he talks about Star Wars and then what's gonna happen.
And he gives you little previews and he takes little votes and reads and responds sometimes. So pretty cool on Twitter. That being said, yeah, all new boards and then new playable missions on boards. Yeah, in the whole co-op mode is really good now that they added, the Rise of the Resistance and everything. Because now you get the six different things, and we just go select all, and we have so much fun playing half these boards. It just keeps going, and we get so many kills. I mean, I had 175 kills when I was ID'd the other day. I just kept launching.
Yeah, they added Ewoks, and I got so much levels.
Oh, she loves the Ewoks.
Yes, I literally just kill everyone.
Yeah, she's really good. I kind of sucked at the Ewok.
You don't even know how to play the Ewok.
Yeah, I'm all lost. I'm just all about the regular classes. I don't even go Jedi or anything. And
do you not even know what in bow and arrow's for? It's for far distance, not close up.
Yeah, I got too close and I tried stabbing everybody, and that's not my play style. My play style likes to be close sometimes, close to medium range. We'll talk about that real soon here. And yeah, so these updates, again, we've been doing podcasts every week, ever since the beginning of Disney Plus, and last year, following Bombastic at Stay Bombastic on Twitter. And you gotta check this stuff out, people. There's no way around it. This game is constantly getting updated and is really, it's what kind of kept Star Wars in our lives in a little fun way, leading up to the Clone Wars Season 7. What do you think?
I was about to say, since we're talking about the game, since this game's really good, I wonder what Battlefront 3
will look like on the PS5.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it'd be highly addictive. And I hope they bring back another another single player mission. I know with the success of Battlefront or Fallen Order, in which that is an amazing game. You can go check some of our podcasts that we did about Fallen Order 2 and our Fallen Order journey, and how we talked about the whole thing. And spoiler alert, Ciri and Vader and Cal, and how powerful Ciri was as a Jedi, or so. Maybe a gray Jedi, but not. She was kind of crazy. But going back to it, these updates are amazing, and that's what true gaming is. It's about having fun within a game, within a universe, and pawning a lot of you noobs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so let's talk about how to make you a better gamer by none other than Heat Override and Mini Override. Ooh yeah!
Brother!
So, first of all, how do you make a better gamer? So, I played the one board, and literally the whole... Everybody on the other team just kept running in this one door. It was like whack-a-mole. I just kept shooting and shooting and shooting and reloading and going gold because we timed that. We like our rifles on gold, so we got free shots and we just unload. And we kept unloading in these people and loading in these people, and they kept coming. The problem with that is all these noobs should have thought of a different way to go. They couldn't strategize, and that's what we're going to talk about, little strategies. So what I would have did if I was them, I wouldn't have ran in that door. I did see a couple other people go the other way. But the problem is that the people just kept running in. And the people that stayed back couldn't compete with, well, pretty much me and a few other people, but me, because I got like 76 kills and I didn't even die.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, the Jabba's Palace.
Yeah, Jabba's Palace.
No one kills you.
It's bad, and they can't. This area guarded right. It's almost impossible to even get to it. But what those gamers could have did was use a better strategy. Instead of everybody running in at the same time, they should have split up, and they should have had the other people come in and do what they did. When the other wave came and the other people spawned, it would have helped. But they couldn't take me out. They didn't even shoot me. I kept killing them. So when they killed them, they could see where I was at. And I killed probably all of them a lot of times. They couldn't stop me. So as a gamer, they should have adapted, and they did not. And that's why it was like whack-a-mole.
Hell yeah!
And it was whack-a-mole for you as well.
Yeah. So if you go to Jabba's Palace, there's this door, and there's these stairs, and there's like this long...
It's like a little cliff, a little edge.
Yeah.
Where the stairs go down.
And when you see that, don't be be a heavy, because they have that super heavy gun, and then all these people come
Sentry.
gushing in, and then you just hit that, and then
Gushing.
boom.
Yeah, they just keep coming in, and it just slaughters them. It's just insane, and nobody could think of a better way to do that. Like, my strategy would have been, of course, throw a grenade, try and pop the guy that's popping everybody. So the first thing is one of those person should have recognized, one of those noobs, I should have said, should have recognized that I was killing everybody. So they should have automatically tried to shoot me out of that position, but they could not. They could have came off the little left side, they could have did it, but they couldn't even get past me. Like, it was just, and it was pathetic to keep watching them run down there, but it sure did help. I mean, it was great to kill them all and get a lot of levels because, that's how we roll. But yes, people out there, watch us after this. Watch how we get into places. And it's not so much camping because you have to hold those places in co-op. You gotta capture points, and you keep moving forward through the board if you haven't played it yet.
And camping's just when you sit somewhere and you don't move at all and you don't shoot anyone, you just hide. Yeah,
that's in Modern Warfare and other games. You can't do that. Eventually, a Jedi or Boba Fett will find you.
Yeah.
And you will die. You will die.
But you also look stupid because you're just sitting there and you're going to be at the bottom of the list.
Yeah. Why? What are we camping for? You can't. Spoiler alert for Battlefront 2. You could try to camp, but if you camp somebody like me, I'm going to find you. But apparently people like me can easily sit in one place and gun down tons of noobs.
Ooh, yeah!
So, how do we make these people better gamers? Got to get a strategy. If something isn't working, change it up. Got to change it up immediately. Second of all, it's okay to take one for the team. If you see somebody with a shield or something and they're hitting a certain point where there's a lot of people, get in there, throw a bomb. If you have a healing stim pack, hit that. Go in there, get some buckshots off, and do what you got to do. Be efficient. If you're just efficient, you can get that good rush that can get past. But they couldn't get past me.
What?
I said they couldn't get past me.
Ooh, yeah!
I actually know why people camp, because if you're in a spot where no one can see you, and if there's a large crowd, you can just peek behind there and get a bunch of kills.
Yeah, I have a earlier video on my YouTube as well where I'm like a rocket trooper and I rocketed up to this like ledge and I did it by accident trying to dodge a missile and I was just up there. I mean, I could move. So like all these people came in this door and this other door and I just shot them all down. And every once in a while a Jedi would come in and they would take a rocket right up the ass.
Hell yeah!
And then the next thing you know, I got a lot of kills. So again, on my YouTube channel, you can see all the kills that I have. You can see how I play and how Mini plays. I play at like a close to medium range kind of game, but I will snipe you from far away. I know the movements. I see people. I watch people, their movements. I like to tend to come up behind. And with the co-op mode, your boys will spawn with you. So when you make it around, again, a strategy, you make it around, your guys spawn on you, now you have like 16 people that really don't know 4 of you are behind them. So you know what you do? You bring the pain! And you shoot them all down. Or take a lightsaber. Because at that point, it's... When I go Jedi in those, I just kill. I mean, with Iden, that's why I had like 160 kills with Iden. So go on.
When I'm an Ewok, I get like 76 kills.
Yeah.
Just by itself. And these people, like the game literally just starts in their Ewok. Or Wookiee warrior. You're like, how?
Yeah, these people, like, game starts, right? Dude's running in with a Wookiee warrior. Like,
what?
How you get that? Did you blow yourself up? Did you jump off a cliff, get points somewhere, and you just had enough? How is that even possible?
Brother!
So, yeah, again, this goes back to strategies. Know your boards, know your surroundings, know what you like. Just because this person or that person likes this skill set on an assault doesn't mean that you won't like a different skill set on assault. I like the stim pack, and I like the long range bop gun. So that's what it's all about right there, is figuring out who you are, playing to your style, play to your strengths, and always rush and think up something new. I mean, you're on a team, you're trying to win, right? Or are you just losing? And why are you losing? You don't get that many points. It doesn't mean anything to you, because when you lose, you end up on blooper films or something like that. On my blooper films, because I'm usually blowing you up, or taking the lightsaber to the body, or hitting them up. That's what we do with Star Wars. Y'all are going to see it. Follow us over there. You know where to hit it. It's at Heat Override on Twitch, or on YouTube. And I'll have a number 5 on there too, because that's my 5 jersey that's on. But, hey, I think I'm good. We can talk more strategy, but they can watch the strategy in action, actually. So, everybody, I want you to know that it was a pleasure to have all of you on or listening. That's always the best. And we got to remember, when there's Star Wars to be played, when there's WWE Legends winning belts, when there's Palpatine finally mentioned he's a clone, when there's the Bad Batch with Anakin, we always remember that everything and everybody always, but none will ever be better than us when we bring the pain!